Hello, everyone. Alright, let's get some games in. This is definitely a hand worth keeping. One land, two bird, three mana dorks, and a dig. Yep, we'll keep this. Definitely, Orcish, thank you. I might be on the last part or the last half an hour of my stream, so I'll see you then. So going back to this hand, this is going to be really good to keep, even on the draw. We have a bird on one, two Serum Visions on two. Hopefully, turn three we'll have another land, and then from there we'll play Jeskai Ascendancy and hopefully go off. So we'll keep this. So as you can see there, that was a turn 2 play. Bird turn 1, turn 2, because I drew the crypt, that allow us to play the Ascendancy. There was a real threat of him just destroying the enchantment, but I don't think it's something I have to worry about. I'd rather him destroy the first one, so this way we can make our drops on the second or third one as needed to. But opponent was very salty about it. He did post, and we'll leave that on the side. But again, Tormod's Crypt is a good choice if you don't have engineer explosives. Also, I think it's just a better choice because you don't run the risk of destroying your own things, which I'm not a big fan of, even against humans, which is what engineer explosives is really good at. But so, welcome everyone to this wonderful game. Just wanted to kind of play our first one out as it would be. Just want to show you real quick some of the things. We're running 16 lands in this deck, quite typical. 4 gemstone mine. This is offset, even though we have counters that come on it, the 3 abundant growths help offset those. Our mana advancers we have here are the 3 Summoner's Pact and Tormod's Crypt. From here, you can also use the 3 Cerulean Wisps. They'll get net you 1 mana. And for 2 mana, the Manamorphose moving into essentially your 3 mana slot, essentially, which is good to have. Also good for looting. Our utility for this game is Silence and Retraction Helix. These 2 slots, Retraction Helix goes very well with the Tormod's Crypt and the Abundant Growths to kind of bounce what's needed. So again, this is very much more of a stock build, as it were. This is Nivix's deck list runs 2 Noble Hierarchs and 2 Fate Stitchers. Our Verdant Eidolon is also very good at replacing Nagging Thoughts. Nagging Thoughts is the 2... yeah, so it doesn't come up. But it's for 2 colorless, or 1 colorless and a blue. Nagging Thoughts allows it to, if you discard it from hand, you can cast for its madness, and because you're not actually losing a card while the cast, it nets you 1 land. With the Verdant Eidolon, it does exactly the same thing, which is really nice, but it more affects when you cast multicolored spells, returns from your graveyard to your hand. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 spells that instantly qualify for that, plus whatever Glittering Wish. You can essentially count this as 2. So we've got 3 plus another 8, so that's 11, another 4 in this list. So we have 15 ways of getting Verdant Eidolon back from the graveyard. Sideboards, we have 4 Leylines, the 2nd and 3rd Silence, and Path to Exile to do with pesky humans. Banishing Knack is actually the exact same card as Retraction Helix. So even if it does get like Meddling Maged, or we can't cast it, by having 2 different names of spells, it gets around that. Scarscale Ritual is another 1 card or 1 for 2 cards. Plus, if you trigger Scarscale Ritual with Verdant Eidolon in the graveyard, from there you actually get to look at 3 cards without running a risk of getting rid of what's in your hand. And again, Verdant Eidolon is very good at protecting what's in your hand. If you have lands and creatures, obviously Eidolon doesn't really matter, but it turns like Glittering Wishes into additional draws when you may or may not decide to actually loot. Beyond that, we have more disruption. Our 4th Jeskai Ascendancy is on the board. Our alternate win con, besides just beating face, is with Flesh and Blood. Flesh and Blood, you can deal damage of a creature's power right to any target, so still incarnated can still do damage. And then as far as disrupting what's on the board, we do play around with Wear Tear along with Assassin's Trophy and Abrupt Decay. So having 1 of each, this essentially will hit everything. This will hit most things that affect us. So let's continue on. So in my eyes, being on the draw, this is very much a keepable hand. Turn 1, based on what we draw, we can do Abundant Growth onto our Gemstone Mine, or do Serum Vision from the Hollow Fountain. So we're looking at the draw, which is 1 plus 2, 3, or even 4 cards, just on the first turn, which is really good. And here's our humans matchup. Hey Swerve85, how you doing? Yeah, munch, 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 but this will be a good practice for humans to see how this build works against it. So this is good. Next turn, we're going to take the damage. It's going to be... they already cast 2 spells, so he's not going to flip. But with this... Each current player cast 2 more spells. Okay, so I can block these, which is not a problem. And I'll let 5 power, or just 4 power, come into play. Because next turn, I'm going to silence him on his upkeep. I'm not worried about any disruption he may have. So we're just going to leave this as it is. And, yeah. Damn it, I forgot to set the reminder. But he messed up anyways, so that's good for us. This is a new player. Pause to read Jeskai Ascendancy, and he's going to most likely concede. Awesome. Messed that one up pretty badly. That was swell. The undo button won't do that. Whoops. So this one would have been an auto win anyways. With the Fate Stitcher, Sleight of Hands, and the Cerulean Wisp. So playing it definitely wouldn't have been a problem at all. Let's see. So we'll go on to game 2, which is fine. We'll essentially believe that he won game 1 because it would have been a better humans play, as it were. So in this one, I'd actually bring in both paths, and we could keep in the Silence, but I'm going to get rid of the Tormund's Crypt because we're going to play a little bit longer deck than would. The Retraction Helix is still super nice. I'd probably get rid of the second Manamorphose. From here, we can always wish for our Abrupt Decay and Assassin's Trophies. And there's not too much more we need here. I'm just trying to think. Yeah. We could put the Banishing Knack in. Let's see here. The Nobles are fine. The Retraction Helix. Let's see, this right here. These will get rid of anything pesky he has. So I just have to drop one. I'm just gonna drop the Silence for right now. It was super effective in that one, but we'll just kind of leave it as it is. The Banishing and the Retraction Helix will most likely handle anything that he throws against us. We'll see how it goes. Hey Nivik, welcome to the stream. Playing your deck. So far, it's been super smooth. We've already had a turn 2 kill the last game, and then I messed up against his humans on game 1. So being at 17 life, I'm not really too concerned with the humans player just yet. He doesn't have too much pressure. He could bring in a Mantis Rider now, which would be bad, but I don't think he's necessarily playing a high quality version of humans. So we're looking at taking 7 right now, which is totally fine. Just trying to think, because right now this puts us in a dire position because I didn't pick up a land. For this Retraction Helix to work, so I need to cast it on an untapped creature. So right now it's going to be 1, 2, and then tap. I could sack the Noble Hierarch, get rid of Thalia for another land next turn, but that's kind of wishing, because then we'll still have 1, 2, 3, 4, and we still can't go off. So I don't know, maybe getting rid of that Gemstone Mine last turn was definitely a mistake. Just trying to see. Yeah, we'll just play it out as it is. This is essentially another land. Unfortunately, it's just a drop that we have to play with, and we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll sack the Noble Hierarch, who knows, maybe we'll leave it. If the creature doesn't go up too high in power, I wouldn't worry about it. He's got to put another 3 on the field for it to be lethal. With no blocks. So, there's 1. Yeah, we gotta let this freebooter happen. That's only 2 power onto the field. See what he takes. Take a Glittering Wish. That'll be good for you. Yeah. Even better. Yeah, so this is 9. Let's just see what we get for our next draw. So 1, 2, 3, yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and concede. I'd rather not show him we have the Banishing Knack. It's not really necessarily worth playing at this point. But that would have given us another game, or at least a game 3 on the play. Or that would have lost us if we had played it as it is. So we'll go to the next one. Yes, we'll go first. Again, another great hand, so we're just going to keep this. Man, look at all these unrealistic hands. They're just crazy. We can play a turn 2 Ascendancy if we get a Summoner's Pact. No, not that lucky. But he is tapped out, so I'm going to go ahead and actually go for it. Or not go for it, but at least land the Ascendancy. This way, whatever he counters, it's not of concern, really. I have 3 discard spells, so that could cause a problem. But we'll see what happens. So first thing we'll do is we'll cast a Sleight of Hand. Because if he responds to it by trying to kill the bird or the Ascendancy, we can respond to it with a Manamorphose. Yep, we'll loot. Put in hand. We'll put the Ascendancy into hand. From here, we will play the Fate Stitcher. I'm going to force him into tapping down his Polluted Delta and just see what he does with it. Yep, he let it resolve. So there's not really much he can do. He can't kill my bird, which is very good for us. So I'm going to do green, white. We discard the Eidolon because we want that in our graveyard for our next colorless. We're going to do green, or white. Yeah, there we go. So on this one here, we're going to do red, untap, yes. Do another blue, play the Ascendancy. You always want the Eidolon trigger to resolve last, so this way you get it in your hand. If these 3 were spells, that's what this Eidolon does, is it protects our hand. Yes, we return it. Yes, we will loot, because we are silly looting monkeys. So because we have multiple loot triggers, casting the Sleight of Hand is going to be even better. So do this. Ooh, I showed them I have black. Oh well. I figure once you have two mana, or 2 color of each mana, you're pretty much set at that point. Yes, perfect. So Glittering Wish. Get rid of the land. Summoner's Pact. So we'll play the Glittering Wish. Green. Yep. 2, 3, 4. Untap. Yep. White. Yes, we're going to return. Green. Green. Okay, we'll loot. We'll loot. Get out of here. We'll go ahead and fetch up. We're not going to show them we have the Flesh Blood, so we're just going to go ahead and go in for the attack at this point. So, Skarskull Ritual is pretty good to have. Put it on you. 2, 3, 4. Turn this back to hand. Yep. White. Blue. We'll go ahead and loot. Go ahead and loot. Draw 2 cards, and essentially this just creates everything we need here. So we're going to go ahead and just do Sleight of Hand. Don't need to really tap for any more mana. We'll loot. Just show them 2 more lands. It's not really going to affect us too much. Gosh. So all we need is Abrupt Decay or Tormod's Crypt. We have infinite at that point. We'll go ahead and just swing in for the attack. And all done. Again, turn 3 kill, which is a nice consist. Here's so much about loot then mana. No. So we're just when you play paper, it's always best to untap with the plus trigger and then loot. This way you can set up your mana before the looting triggers. Regardless of how it goes, that's just pretty much kind of the standard to go with. You could do loot then mana if you really want to, but just kind of going over the statistics of it, that mana doesn't really matter. So we don't really know what he's on. He is playing blue, so the only thing that I would recommend is probably just increasing our silence count at this point, maybe just even by 1. So I would drop the Manamorphose, just one of them. Cause I like playing with 3 Manamorphose, but trading out 1 Manamorphose for a silence, since we have 2 silences. If he decides to take it as a longer game, we can definitely do that. You think it's fairies? It's better to know what you need. Fairies. You think it's fairies? Alright. Alright, well come on, Swerve. Let's see what we got. Submit our deck. After this, I'm going to go grab some more of my pizza. Delicious evergreen pizza. So good. I mean, do you say no to a hand like this? 100% with explosives. Don't say that. Don't say that. Alright, we'll go and keep this. So he's keeping his 7. Not a tap land, which is good for him. Mishra's Bauble, so they can see what we're going to be playing. Then crack it on their turn, which is interesting. So we're just going to go ahead, Island, Sleight of Hand. I guess we're getting a Glittering Wish. It's funny because we have a turn 3 Ascendancy, but not any turn 3 plays at that point. That was more relevant than when I ran Nagging Thoughts. Yeah, no, it's very true. I don't necessarily think you're wrong about that. Sorry, Nick, I'm just going through all your messages. But yeah, no, your deck's treating just fine, and mine will pretty much mirror how yours is too. Just a few little differences, but this is working out real well tonight. Chalice of the Void on 1. Well, haha, opponent. Boo on you. Going silent. Alright, Swerve, have a good night. Mana before looting in order to pay the madness cost. Yeah, that would be correct. So we'll go ahead and fetch. We'll get a Temple Garden. This way we have green, white, and blue. Pay the cost. So we can't cast a Birds of Paradise. The Fate Stitcher we can, because again, this is an ability, not a cost. Its mana cost is 4. And even if you move the Fate Stitcher from the graveyard to the battlefield, you're not casting it, which is real nice. Alright, opponent, see what you're doing. Cast a 1 mana spell. Another chat. Oh, Dampening Sphere. Okay. Which is fine. We're still going to play our Ascendancy, because it's not going to really impact our board. Ooh, that's nice. We're going to play out as many lands as possible. So, play the Ascendancy. Red. Blue. And see where he goes from there. I want to make mana before looting in order to do madness costs. I would like to see him try killing the Sylvan Caryatid. Haha, I'd laugh. Yep, so he's got no instant effects. He probably has an opt. That'd be funny if he had an opt in hand. This next turn we can grab a Glittering Wish, and then from there, Glittering Wish grabbing a, what will we grab? I'm going to grab Wear and Tear. Okay. What are we getting for 1 mana? Or 0 mana, I should say. Welding Jar. Huh. That's pretty good. Okay. So we'll leave that be. I mean, we have 2 Glittering Wishes, so we can do it back to back. So, green, white, grab this. Yes. Yes, could have tapped mana differently, but we're going to be fine with this. Draw a card. We'll discard the card. Yes. Use Glittering Wish's ability. We don't really have anything that disrupts what we're looking for. Oh, the Banishing Neck would have been good to have on the main board. We're playing with all artifacts. Regenerates. Swerve cast one spell this turn. So we can destroy. It doesn't cost anything. And next turn we can even do Glittering Wish into Abrupt Decay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's fine. So pass turn, no combat. On upkeep, we will go ahead and cast Wear. Choose the artifact and force them to pop their jar. Oh, that also untaps our guy too, which is pretty funny. Because we'll be able to loot this bird away. Lantern without lantern. I like it. That's fine. Yep. Oh, look at that. Another Glittering Wish. Excellent. Oh, darn. That'd be awesome if they still... Oh, Jesus. Another Welding Jar. Alright, what are we playing with? 3 mana? You may play lands from your graveyards. That's cute. They only have 2 cards in hand. So, Glittering Wish. Yeah. Okay, so green, white. This one we're not going to loot because we have pretty much what we need in our hand for right now. So we're not going to loot this. Yeah. We'll grab the Assassin's Trophy. So they'll have 3 cards in hand next turn. I'd like to see... Oh, so they got red. So we're going to, again, destroy the Dampening Sphere. That's the one thing hindering our dreams. Yeah, fortunately I gotta sack this poor feller. Yep. And again, no, we're not going to loot away. I wonder if this gives them an actual land, though, regardless. Why'd you tap it? Oh, because it's destroyed. Yeah, it does give them a land. That's good to know. So, even if you don't destroy an object, they still get lands with Assassin's Trophy. Next turn, we're going to keep up the Abrupt Decay, because this way, if they decide to try countering it, it's not going to really do anything. Yep, so Venter's Fair, which means at the beginning of next upkeep, they'll gain a life, which I'm fine with. A land would be good. Yep, that's exactly what I needed. So, I'm not really playing in the way too much of counter spells. I think I'm going to loot away the Serum Vision. I probably should have done it sooner, but it's not too big of an issue. Yeah, so, we just looted through a Serum Vision. We're on 3 of our 4 Glittering Wishes. So we'll grab this. So on their upkeep, we'll Abrupt Decay. Well, actually, at this point, we're just going to let it go till end of turn and see where it takes it. You're going to be looking for another... I might do it at this turn then. Let's see what they search for. It's probably a second Dampening Sphere. Artifact card to be able to put in your hand, shuffle your library. Yep. Do it now. Do it! Do it now! Chalice of the Void. Okay. So they probably think I'm going to go after the Chalice then. So I'm actually going to leave it. Chalice on 4, 2. Yeah, that's a thing. I think they pretty much have me locked out of the game here, which is fine. It's going to be what it is. The only thing we can do is if we get an Eternal Witness, we can bring it back, which would be nice. So let's go ahead, just destroy this. Green, black. Let's see, yeah, so that gets countered. That's fine. Your sphere is still destroyed. Yeah, so the welding jars kind of messed things up for our side. Even if we destroyed certain things, they could have then searched for other things. Bringing the Ventus Fair back with the Crucible of Worlds is a pretty good combo to go with, and they can do it at the end of their turn, beginning of their turn, however they want to do it. It takes 4 mana, 1, 2, 3, 4, plus they can cast. They can get another dampening sphere. Tormund's Crypt. Yeah, it's fine. See, again, this is the whole point where they think the graveyard has a large impact on how our board state plays, and it really doesn't. Noble. So I'm just going to go ahead. We're going to pack it in. We can go to our next game. Off to bed. Night Swerve. So this one we're going to bring in Banishing Knack, and I'm going to remove the 2 silences. We don't actually really need them. Well, I guess we'll bring a Manamorphose. We don't really see silence. We'll bring the silence back in. Just exchange the Manamorphose for the Banishing Knack. We'll continue here. Sean Zarelli. Yep, we'll be in the play. Yeah, we'll keep this. Just need a Mana Dork, really. We'll be able to dig for quite a bit. Chalice for 1, still is going to cause a problem. We'll mulligan. Alright, so all we really need now is just a Mana Dork. So we'll keep this. And we'll keep you. Okay. So, play blue. Oh, jeez. So, that's a shame. So next turn, yeah, so the Ascendancy needs to go to the bottom. This can go to the top. We'll draw it for next turn, because then I'll play the Misty Rainforest, fetch to play the Sylvan Caryatid, play the Gemstone Mine, turn afterwards. Play a tapped land. Hey, Mox Opal. And Welding Jar. And Tormund's Crypt. God, I hate every one of that. Alright, so Misty Rainforest, fetch that into a proper land. Yes, we'll take the damage because my opponent doesn't really matter what life I'm at. Yep. So they get 3 mana next turn, so they could play a Dampening Sphere, Chalice. Yep. There's the Dampening Sphere. Again, another reason why I'm not a big fan of Mox Opal at all. There's no investment into the mana to bring it out. Alright, so play this, fetch up a land. Next turn, they can play Chalice on 2. Play red, blue, white. Do you resolve? You do. Bring a lay into the battlefield tapped. Yeah, next turn you can play. He's going to try to stop the Glittering Wish. That's kind of what really drove the game to last for as long as it did for game 2. So Chalice on 2. No? Interesting. Okay, so sleight of hand. Not too worried about the mana right now. I just want to kind of dig. Retraction Helix is good. So I'll take that. See what they do next turn. At the end of the turn, I can play the Traction Helix. We're returning my Ascendancy back to hand. Oh no. Whir of Invention. Dear Whir, how fair you play. 4. What are you getting for 4? At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, exile all cards from your hand face down. Okay. So he gets to draw 2 cards. Okay. Play Tezzeret. Alright, so we have this game in the bag. Have the game in the bag. Sure. You become a 5/5. You are very scary. Card. Yes. Get rid of you. Bye-bye, Sphere. Heh. Now he's got no cards in hand either. Oh. So good. What happens if we got rid of this? Oh. Alright. Well, regardless, we are going to win this turn. We have plenty of mana. Get rid of the Eidolon. This way we can start increasing our hand size. I missed the point of mana, but that's not going to really matter too much. Play the Metamorphose on green and blue. Yep, so we'll return Eidolon back to hand. Untap. And we will loot. Ooh, coming close to not getting what stuff I need. There's a Silence. Silence will help us loot. But I need something better. Untap. Yep. Yep. Get rid of that. Perfect. So in response to this, you tap it for mana, and then untaps. Nice. Okay. So this one. Yep. So add the blue that I just used. We will loot. Yes. Glittering Wish will be good. I do need something to help generate more mana, like a Fate Stitcher. So put you to the bottom, put you to the top. I don't need to play a land because we already have enough here, but I will play a Glittering Wish. So this way, again, we can cap or increase our hand size. Return this back to hand. Untap, yes. We will loot. Perfect. We'll play a regular colored spell next turn. So that way we can get the Eidolon back into the graveyard. Unless we pull a Fate Stitcher. Yep. So there's a Fate Stitcher. Let's see if we get them to trigger on the Tormund's Crypt. Tate's Glittering Wish. Yep, so we still maintain priority. I will attempt to take the Fate Stitcher and see if they go for it. Yep, very good. So we'll let that continue. Bye-bye, Fate Stitcher. It was good to know you. Okay, so we will go off on playing this. White, blue. Put the -1/-1 on this creature here. Okay. Yep. So glad we didn't lose both the Eidolon and the Fate Stitcher. That would have been very bad. We didn't get the hand size. We didn't put the Eidolon in there, but it's fine. Put that there. Yes. So we still have a Banishing Knack we can pull, and then hit the Abundant Growth. So we're going to put the Abundant Growth on here. Pay green. Yep. So we'll untap. Yes, we'll loot. Get rid of you. So now we won't lose our Gemstone Mine, which is pretty nice. Cool. So bring this in. And green. That'll bring us up one more mana that we've been losing from playing multicolored spells or 2-mana spells with 1-mana creature. Yep, we will loot. Yep. So now we'll start adding real mana to our mana pool. Tormund's Crypt is pretty good. Doesn't really affect them too much. What is our sideboard plan right now? Abrupt Decay, Path. Yeah, we're probably just going to grab the Flesh Blood. We're going to just show them the Flesh Blood so we can kind of move on with our day, people. So at this point, again, we just kind of show them our hand. See, hey, how many non-creature spells can we get? How big can our Sylvan Carry to get? We only need, 8 more spells to kind of go off, and we have all the mana we need. So. So the Ascendancy is good to have because this way then we'll start generating more mana. My creature will grow faster, which is good. Yep. So we can do that here. We'll loot, get you out, put that to red. So Jeskai Ascendancy truly only costs 2 mana. We'll cap our hand and we'll kind of go at it. And this is the point where we kill you. Thank you for letting us play. And you're dead. Good games. Good games, opponent. Alright, I'm going to grab a few last slices of my pizza, and I will be right back, guys. Trying to demand your attention. Alright, everyone. Back. Let's get back into it. Ooh, I'm playing against Jace the Mind Sculptor. Exciting. This is a mulligan. Is it? Is it? See what our opponent decides to do. So we go draw a card, land, fetch, or fetch into a land to Serum Visions. In this case, Sleight of Hand is always better than Serum Visions, but when you're stacking your deck, Serum Visions is better because you're seeing 3 cards at that point and not just 2. When you're mid combo, sleight of hand will actually do you better because you're not just drawing one card, you're looking at two. So we'll keep on the prospect and hope that we draw another land as well as a mana creature. Alright, opponent, what you got? Please be a non-blue deck, because that'd be funny that Jace is playing a non-blue deck. So I put the bird on top, even though we have a noble, because I want to have a backup creature. With red being a option to play against, it's good to have that backup creature as needed. Oh, my opponent is playing slow. I'm going to eat pizza while he's thinking. So moving the hand size there was good. We got to put the Fate Stitcher into the graveyard. Creatureless Storm? Yes? Sure. We're splicing too. I like it. Nice. Yep. Gosh, all the red mana. Sure. This is gonna ruin your day. Ruin. Okay? Yep. 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 2 cards left in hand. Those 2 lands. All you have is red mana. Sorry. That's gonna hurt. Manamorphose Remand is the only thing you have in your hand. Or would be, to protect you. Sweet. Thank you for that. So, we will make him have it this turn. Oh, undo. Red. Undo. Mouse doesn't want to work properly. My dog's eyeing my pizza. You cannot have my pizza. If you have another one, okay. Alright. Bottom. I forgot about my Fate Stitcher. Hey, buddy. Come join us. So, white. Man, I'm just doing all sorts of bad right now. Red, green, draw. So with this one, silences are huge. Retraction Helix isn't needed. Tormund's Crypt we keep. Actually, I'll probably get rid of this. I need to get rid of one more. Yeah, we'll just do this. The Tormund's Crypt's going to be huge in case we can't get a silence out there. This way we can lock off their graveyards as soon as possible. Yeah, we'll leave it at this. So we're waiting for him to actually load up the game, which is sad because I did way more play than he did, and I am still up by 2 minutes on this. We have a silence in the main. We don't have much in the way of card draw, but we will generate quite a bit of mana. So we'll go ahead and keep and see if we can mess him up again. He won't make the same mistake twice, which is good. He's going to probably opt on this. I'll go get my birdie. Bird, bird, bird. But with this, we'll always keep up a white in case he does decide to go off. It'll help tremendously. Yeah. Do we have creatures? There's a creature. I knew we had a creature somewhere. Okay. So we'll take the damage here. Let's see what he does. Yep, Spire Bluff is good. So he's still trying to dig for something. I wonder if he's going to play into empty the Warrens. Lightning Bolt. This way we can dig for one more card. Oh, it's just a land. Noxus Revival the opt. Draw the opt. Combo off. Metamorphose. Serum Visions. That's going down mana. Okay. Sure. Tormund's Crypt would be good to draw for next turn. Tormod. Sorry. Mod. Come on, opponent. You're going over 3 minutes of time. I play quicker than you. So, graveyard, graveyard. Okay. So he's got that game, so we're just going to go ahead and concede it. We dug, draw, 3, 3, so 8 cards. Still couldn't find what we're looking for. Okay, so we're going to leave it as is and send it back. So he had Wear and Tear in there, which is good to know, because this way he can hit our Jeskai Ascendancy. But this game, we're going to see about actually just going off. If the hand is good enough, we'll just make the pressure to win off on him before Storm can go off. Yes, I want to play first. We're going to mulligan this. Here's a Tormund's Crypt, which would be good. We'll keep this. Birds, land, Glittering Wish. It's not even a fetch land too, so whatever on top of our library can actually stay there. Yep, so we'll get into 6. Let's see what we have here. So keep this. It doesn't really do much, so we're going to put you to the bottom. Play, deal damage, birdie birdie. Continue on. If we can draw a land, we'll play the Glittering Wish. He's got an opt. So we'll just play the Glittering Wish. Honestly, all we need is just one land, and we can start going off. Storm can't win on turn 2. Not unless they're playing Simian Spirit Guides, which is, I think, far and few between. If he leaves 2 mana up, that leaves him possible for Remand, which he didn't even do. Okay. Land. Just land. That's all I needed. White, red, here's my Ascendancy, how about yours? Cast, yep, untap. We will not loot. Will we loot? No. Yes? Yes, we'll loot. Sweet. Got rid of one creature, put it into the graveyard. We're going to search for our Eidolon. Perfect. We're going to play the Crypt, or the Abundant Growth on here. This time we'll loot. We have a creature we can loot away. There is another land, so I can play that if I need to. Draw. Okay. I can't play land because we played it for here. Okay, so we're going to play Tormund's Crypt. Yes. This way we have access to it as we need to, though we do need to actually beat this turn because on our upkeep we will lose. That's a thing. Oh, I tapped for the wrong mana. That sucks. That sucks less now because we drew Manamorphose. Okay. So play this. Yep. And the blue. Let's play the Manamorphose. Get the land back on, or get our creature back into our hand so we can loot it away. Yes. Yes, and the loot. Eidolon goes there. So we got to be really careful because each one of these costs us a mana without being able to generate what we need to. So we actually keep going down in available mana. Okay, that's going to help. Yep. We'll grab Skarsgård Ritual. We will play Sleight of Hand. Untap, loot, yes, excellent. Grab the Abundant Growth, perfect. Okay. We really need a Fate Stitcher right now. Okay. Play out the Serum Visions. Replace the green mana, or the blue mana. Get rid of this land. Draw Abundant Growth. And Ascendancy. I only have 2 mana I can play with, so I need to put the Ascendancy to the bottom. And put the Sleight of Hand on top. Play the Sleight of Hand, because we're going to loot the Abundant Growth away, because we actually just don't need it right now. Yep, because we already have 2 in play. Alright, so we're going to put the Summoner's Pact in hand, puts us up a mana. So we'll cast that, and this will shuffle our graveyard as well. Put that to white. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and loot. Get rid of the Caryatid again. Perfect. We now will grab another Caryatid. Play the Sleight of Hand. If we can jump up mana again, that would be great. Yes, we'll loot. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so... Oh, I have to put the Ascendancy on the bottom. But at least we can recover. So we play the Cerulean Wisp. We'll play the Skarsgård Ritual. Yes. Yes. Put the counter on here. Yep. Yep. Okay. So return the Eidolon back to hand. Untap our creature. Loot, yes. Put you away. Draw 2 cards. Cool. So 2 Serum Visions. That's pretty handy. We may just burn him out. We'll want to make sure we get red and green into our mana pool. Sweet. Another Cerulean Wisp. Yep. We'll grab Sleight of Hand over Serum Vision. We'll put that on top. We'll put Serum Vision on the bottom. We don't need it. We're going to go up on mana again because we drew a Manamorphose. Yep. Play this. Play this. So we'll put the Eidolon back into hand. We will loot. Yes. Put that there. White. Red. Okay. Get rid of use up our Serum Vision so we can kind of see what's under this monstrosity. Yeah, There's a silence. Don't really need that. Put this to the bottom. Okay, there's a Fate Stitcher. Put that to hand. Play the Sleight of Hand. Yes. Okay. So we'll go ahead and untap. Go ahead and loot. Fate Stitcher away. Grab Sleight of Hand. Put that into our hand. Play the Fate Stitcher. We just put a land into our hand, so it doesn't really matter. There we go. So now we're generating 2 mana per session, which is fantastic. So here, yep. Untap, loot, summoners. Tap this for mana. Perfect. Green. White. And we're just going to end the game here. So yes. Use ability. Yes. Untap loot. Yes. Put Fate Stitcher into the graveyard. Search for burn. Play Fate Stitcher. Tap down his creature. Show him we need business. And cast blood on you, targeting you. Bam. Lights out. Game over, folks. Have a wonderful day. All done. So we beat Storm. That's pretty good. Still as much time as he used. Alright, so we'll do one more and then we'll call it a night. Not the most romantic, but we do have 2 Serum Visions with the Misty. We'll go ahead and keep. Bottom. Really want to land right now so we can cast our Sylvan Caryatid. Maybe he's playing a werewolf deck with the name Lou Percy? Lou Percy? Hey Percy. Or Lou. We'll call you Lou. So this could definitely be a Remand or a Mana Leak. See if this resolves. It resolves. Wow. If we get 1 land, we can go off turn 3. So I hope that they play a spell on this turn. And we draw a land. That's all I ask. Dear Lord, it's all I ask. No? Okay. Well, they're going to play slow. We're going to play slow. Okay. Huh. So, put you to the bottom, put you to top. Alright. So I'm going to wait to see if we can get them to tap out. Even like on a Jace. Yeah, nothing. Alright, so looking for... Let's see if we can do this. If we can find a silence, that would be perfect. Let's see what they do with this Metamorphose we just cast. Let it resolve. So white, green. Draw a card. Now we want. We'll go ahead and grab with our Glittering Wish if that resolves too. Yep. We need to know what they're playing. We'll just grab the Ascendancy. Play a land. If next turn, if we get another land, we can just cast 2 Ascendancies. But our opponent hasn't done anything on Jeskai colors. And they know that we're on Ascendancy. Man. What are you doing? Play Serum Vision. Bottom. Bottom. Yeah, we're just going to slow play this because they're not really pressuring us to do anything. We can always do Retraction Helix on their turn if they cast something. Okay, so they bolted the bird. So we got them to do something with their mana. Is this just straight Jeskai burn? Yeah. Okay. Cast Ruin Wisp, target Sylvan Caryatid, gets a free draw spell. That's a land. Okay. Red, blue, white. Casting Jeskai Ascendancy, because I can cast another one. Cryptic Command, counter target spell, draw a card. Perfect. So let's see if they have another one. They have another counter spell? Nope, they do not. So we play Summoner's Pact, cast it, untap our beautiful, beautiful creature. We will go ahead and loot so we get our Fate Stitcher into our graveyard. Play the Summoner's Pact so we can get a lootable creature, Mr. Eidolon himself. Play the Fate Stitcher. He would probably bolt the Fate Stitcher. Okay. Are we bolting? No bolt. Sleight of hand. Okay, so we're going to put the Glittering Wish into hand. We play the Retraction Helix on here. Pay the blue. Now essentially we just keep going off. Okay, so we're going to do something with this then. Path to Exile. Okay. So we're going to get... Yes, use his ability. Oh, we only have one island in this. That's a shame. Untap. Yes. Draw a card. Yes. Get rid of that. That fizzles. We used a Summoner's Pact. Fuck it. Let that go through. Summoner's Pact will pay for the triggers. All 4. So we probably should have just done the Retraction Helix onto the Sylvan Caryatid, which would have been a smarter plan. That would have just allowed us to end the game right there. Yeah. Well, you probably have another Cryptic in hand. Or tap down the Ascendancy. Nope. They're going to draw a card on tap 2. Okay. Tap 2 lands, yep. Steam Vents, yep. No. Fountain, yep. We'll pay the 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're playing taking turns. Very good opponent. So, because we targeted the Retraction Helix on the Fate Stitcher and not on the Sylvan Caryatid, that's where I messed up at. But it's fine. Or I could have cast the Silence right away, but I still would have targeted the Caryatid. It's hard to judge it at that point. We're gonna bring in the 2 Silences. I'm gonna take out a Manamorphose. I want to bring out a Knock as well too. So Tormund's is fine. This is fine. We're going to go down our Nobles, because they're just going to bolt him and get rid of a response. The most important card to get is going to be this Caryatid. We'll go from there. 60 cards submitted. Only one survives. Hey Orkish, welcome back. Trying to get your message. Yeah, I mean, that keep was good. It's just I misplayed. That's what lost. Ugh, here's another one. We need green mana. And Sketchy Keep number 2. Going down to 5 definitely didn't seem plausible. Opt. Oh, call it like I see it. No mana. So we're just going to go ahead and concede. But sorry, Orcish, this was not the best matchup possible for this, but we had some really good matches today. I'm really excited. Obviously, just like any deck, some of your hands can just be a total flop or a total waste. This one definitely occurred such a way. But I'll be posting this. I'm actually going to be editing it because I had to step away from my computer. I have half an hour of downtime in front. So I will edit this and I'll upload it to YouTube. But thank you very much, everyone. Have a great day.